Hello and welcome to Take on Tech. As you see, today I'm in full gear because we are talking about how technology is transforming genomic sciences in Africa, boosting the healthcare. And we are here at Pan-Africa Institute of Genomic Sciences, where we're taking a look at some of the technology that is helping this process to be more efficient, particularly in molecular research. For this and much more, you are rightly tuned in. The hashtag remains to be Take on Tech at KBC Channel 1. My name is Stephanie Ayeta. Africa's healthcare systems are under real pressure. Clinics are overwhelmed, health workers are few, and for millions of people, access to quality care is still a daily struggle. But at the same time, something important is beginning to shift. Technology, especially artificial intelligence, is starting to change how healthcare across the continent works. Bill Gates is back in Africa with a new health project, and this time, the focus is AI. Through the Gates Foundation, in partnership with OpenAI, a $50 million initiative called Horizon 1000 has been launched. The idea is to bring artificial intelligence into primary healthcare systems across selected African countries, starting with Rwanda and eventually reaching 1,000 clinics and their surrounding communities by 2028. The problem Horizon 1000 is trying to solve is a familiar one. Sub-Saharan Africa is short of nearly 6 million health workers. Clinics are stretched beyond capacity, paperwork takes up valuable time, and patients often wait too long to be seen, or never get seen at all. Horizon 1000 is designed to take some of that pressure off. The AI tools being introduced are meant to support health workers in their day-to-day work. They can help with triage, reduce administrative tasks, support clinical decisions, and improve patient follow-up. The goal isn't to replace doctors or nurses, but to give them tools that make their work easier and more effective, especially in places where resources are limited. There's also a bigger context to this. International aid to healthcare is declining, and many countries are being pushed to find more sustainable ways of running their health systems. Supporters of Horizon 1000 believe AI can help fill some of those gaps by improving efficiency and making better use of the resources already available.
Well, this announcement sort of combines my first career of magic digital tools and my current full-time career, global health.
Africa stands at a defining moment both for our health systems and for technology. Primary healthcare systems are under intense pressure. Health workers are stretched, and too many of our people still lack access to timely and high-quality healthcare. Artificial intelligence carries enormous potential to support healthcare workers and to improve how care is delivered.
Horizon 1000 is the Gates Foundation and OpenAI coming together on a pilot initiative. It's bringing AI literally into the clinic. We're going to go out to clinics in Africa, helping the healthcare workers who are very overloaded. We're starting in Rwanda, but over time we want to get to 1,000 clinics over the next 3 years. We're helping the clinicians make faster decisions. We're reducing the amount of paperwork they have to do. And the AI is suggesting things that the clinician might want to consider.
Application of AI in healthcare must reflect the context and the needs of our communities. This opportunity is about action. It is about using AI responsibly to reduce the burden on healthcare workers, to improve the quality of care, and to reach more patients.
In the world of global health, these are challenging times because a lot of the resources that came from aid budgets are being reduced. This announcement is a great example of why I remain so optimistic about the improvements we can make.
Still, Bill Gates' involvement in Africa's healthcare has always sparked debate. For more than 2 decades, Africa has been central to the Gates Foundation Global Health Strategy. While many credit the foundation with saving lives through vaccination and disease prevention, others question the long-term influence of external actors in public health systems. As AI becomes more deeply embedded in healthcare, those conversations are only likely to grow. But while AI is being used to fix today's problems in clinics, another transformation is quietly reshaping the future of medicine itself. And that transformation starts with our genes. Advances in genomics, combined with artificial intelligence, are changing healthcare from something that reacts to illness into something that predicts it. According to genomics expert Dr. Samuel Oliech, this shift is redefining not just how we treat disease, but how long and how well we can live. At the center of this change is genome sequencing, the process of reading all the genes that make up a human being. These genes influence how our bodies function and how likely we are to develop certain diseases. By sequencing this information and analyzing it using AI, scientists can identify health risks years, sometimes even decades, before symptoms appear. This future of healthcare is already taking shape at the Pan-Africa Institute for Genomic Sciences. Here, DNA samples are processed through advanced machines that extract, amplify, and sequence genetic material. What starts as biological sample quickly becomes data, huge amounts of it. That's where artificial intelligence comes in. A single human genome contains billions of data points. AI systems can analyze this information in seconds, spotting patterns that points to risks for conditions like cancer, heart disease, and inherited disorders. Increasingly, healthcare decisions are being guided by data rather than guesswork. When genomic data is combined with tools like whole body MRI scans and liquid biopsies, doctors can detect diseases at very early stages when treatment is most effective. This approach, known as precision medicine, allows care to be tailored to an individual's genetic profile instead of waiting for illness to develop.
Most genes, diseases are tagged to specific genes that cause them. Whenever there's a mutation or change in the letter in their DNA, it causes diseases. So it's important for us to understand these changes that happen within our genes that cause diseases. For example, we have changes in our DNA or genes that cause cancer. If you look at a syndrome like Li-Fraumeni syndrome, there is a gene called TP53 gene. You get one from your mommy and one from daddy, and whenever there's a mutation, for sure it causes cancer and high risk for all types of cancer, be it osteosarcoma, bone tissue sarcoma, retinoblastomas, breast cancers. The other one, popular one, is BRCA1, BRCA2. Angelina Jolie, she's a big star. She talks about BRCA1 and BRCA2 that runs in their families. So a genetic mutation specifies diseases. So if we understand these changes in diseases, we are able to manage them well. We are able to get them in their tracks, before they fully get into they become diseases. And when we catch them early in the tracks and prevent them from proceeding to diseases, we're able to prevent a number of diseases. Yes, and that's why genes are very important when it comes to medical area. The other thing, we understand genes by sequencing our whole genome and genes. and understanding the letters A, C, T, G that specifies these letters, we are able to develop drugs. We look at drug targets. Let's say, for example, for TB, tuberculosis, multi-drug resistant TB. Once we understand the drug-resistant areas, we are able to produce drugs that specifically target those areas.
Yeah.
If it's cancer, we are able to map out. Like right now in the whole world, we are doing what we call the Cancer Genome Atlas. Once we understand that atlas very well, we are able to target specific weak points to produce drugs against them.
Technology has always played a role in extending human life. 200 years ago, life expectancy was about 30 years. Vaccines changed that. Antibiotics changed that again. Today, genomics and AI represent the next major leap.
Longevity and genomics work hand in hand. It's like, how do you say? It's like a concert. They work in concert to achieve good results. Human beings naturally should live for 100 years. It's in our DNA. Okay. Dogs would live not more than 30 years. Rats even lower. So it's what we do to optimize human life, to live quality life, so that we can live for 100 years. So how genetics come in, there's a technique we call genome sequencing. Genome now is the whole total sum of all genes in your body that specifies your height, color, the way you behave, the way you talk, all this is inherited, right? Yeah. So if you sequence all this information and store them in the computer, then you use artificial intelligence to pick your risks, together with other techniques like whole body MRI scans. So you get a whole genome sequence, then you do whole body MRI scans, and you do with what we call liquid biopsies, PCR, like the one we were doing for COVID. If you combine all this together and analyze using modern bioinformatic tools and AI, you're able to predict diseases much earlier. For example, if you have a tumor, a 0.5 tumor growing within you, you're able to pick it much earlier. And with this, it could just be a polyp that can be removed. It makes you live 20 more years. But if you're quiet and you're not using these technologies to screen your body, then 0.5 inch may become 8 inch by December, and then 10 and you're gone. Okay. So this is how we use technology and longevity together to make human beings live quality life for a long time. Okay. All together leads to longevity.
What once took years and costed billions of dollars can now be done in a matter of hours.
Technology itself, just like the normal world we are living in, kind of has made everything easier. Yeah. So instead of doing things over a prolonged period of time, it has kind of made it efficient enough for you to acquire the same results you could have acquired over a long period of time within a shorter period of time. And then also another advantage is that it can also help you maybe to analyze even more, come up with more conclusive results as compared to maybe the manual work. Yeah, especially when it comes to things like culture, bacterial cultures and what. With the invention of technology, you see that you can run, with a specific, maybe one sample, it can give even 8 diagnostics for different diseases, using the same sample, as compared to maybe just doing one thing in the normal, maybe manual, the normal culture techniques, Then again, as you see, it has kind of also saved on space, because you could also need a bigger machine maybe earlier on to do the same thing that maybe this particular smaller machine here is doing. And maybe even throughput is higher as compared to the earlier one. Yeah. And also the accuracy level is higher as compared maybe to earlier variations. In terms of artificial intelligence, because also as biology or biological field, it's also developing. There are many instances of which you also apply it. Yeah. There are many other courses such as bioinformatics, whereby you now use data-based information to analyze now the biological results, but basically using computerized systems. Yeah. So instead of maybe like, as I was telling you, doing it maybe one at a time, it can easily give you the entire results of your entire project within a very short time.
For Africa, this matters in a very specific way. The continent has the greatest genetic diversity in the world. That means treatments developed elsewhere don't always work as well for African populations. By studying African genomic data, scientists can develop therapies that are said to be better suited for African patients, improving outcomes and reducing trial and error in treatment. Genomics is also moving beyond prediction into treatment. Gene editing and gene therapy technologies are being tested for conditions like sickle cell disease, certain cancers, diabetes, hearing loss, and some forms of blindness. Importantly, some of this work is now happening within Africa, not just elsewhere. Inside modern genomics laboratories, technology is present at every stage, from machines with built-in computing power to advanced systems that handle large-scale data analysis. Together, these tools are helping African healthcare systems move from reacting to disease to preventing it. But technology alone isn't enough. Dr. Oliech emphasizes that for Africa to truly benefit from this revolution, young people need skills in biotechnology, bioinformatics, artificial intelligence, and advanced computing. The future of healthcare will depend as much on people as it does on machines.
We need to invest a lot of money in training our children in AI and bioinformatics. Actually, the right word is democratization of artificial intelligence in medical care and bioinformatics. And very soon, we're gonna involve young people in what we call biohacking. Biohacking is just editing genes, like what people talk about GMOs. Yeah, you're basically hacking a plant, you're hacking an animal cell, yeah, but not the bad way, white hacking. So when we train these young people early enough, and we have boot camps for them to come and, let's say, modify a bacteria to glow at night, to modify a plant to glow at night, yeah, to produce certain strains of bacteria or yeast, the baker's yeast that we use, play around with them, modify their genes to produce certain important proteins like insulin, yeah. So the earlier we work with young children, like happening in America, yeah, the better our economy will be in the future. So we encourage our government to train young people in supercomputing, bioinformatics, democratize gene editing and artificial intelligence, and democratize biohacking ethically.
So you have seen for yourself how important technology is in healthcare, particularly when it comes to areas such as this, molecular research, from sampling all the way to the analysis, where we're using technology, machine, and even artificial intelligence. Give us your thoughts on what you think about all this. The hashtag remains to be Tech on Tech at KBC Channel 1. My name is Stephanie Ayeta. I will meet you next time, same place, same time. Until then, let's keep it tech.